Frame rate's bugged in replays. Oh, that was a quick CC. No, it wasn't. I'm just an idiot. I was looking at the wrong thingy. He's not built any range yet, though. So risky. I guess he knows he doesn't need one. Yeah. He delays his marines to get his gas up quicker. I think he's going the build that I try and do. That makes sense. Although no academy yet. When's he at the academy? No? Armory? That's when the starport's building. Supply depot. Wondering how old this replay is. He's been pretty much constantly producing marines. That's the starport. The armory's nearly done. Armory should finish just before. Supply depot. Barracks. Got the academy down there. So he builds 2 Valkyries and switches to a dropship. You know what, that makes a lot of sense. If you go dropship, you can put on more pressure. Because one of my biggest problems is I can never break up ramps, but with dropships you don't need to. He's gonna elevate her into the main. That's really clever. Ooh, that was close. Oh, damn. Not the best thing to copy, but this is a similar sort of build. He's going onto mines already. 8 minutes. At 9 minutes, I think it'll be, he's going to add 2 more factories. So this is basically the build that I use, and this is fantasy playing. That's kind of cool. I can copy this replay properly. He's got 2 vultures in, they had speed. He went speed before mines. Diagonals are so weird. Yeah, this is the replay you linked me ages ago. I think it was you anyway. Right, so at 10 minutes, he like barely has any map control whatsoever, and he switches out of, switches into mech. Adds his 4th factory, gets his 3rd base. Gets +1 weapons. I noticed how he stays on 3 racks as well in this game. All the ones I was watching, he went up to 4, but I get the feeling that that's almost like an overcommittal to Medic Marine. And then you just send some Medic Marine up here and takes his 5th base, or 4th base even, at 11 minutes. He's gonna go into tanks now, I bet. And see add-ons. Is this walling off the... Oh, that's really clever. I like this. Gives you an extra way out your base. God damn it, Faust. A better joke would be, would it commit suicide after watching all the games it's had to watch me play? I've had this chair about 6 years, 7 years maybe, and in that time I've lost a lot of games of all different varieties, not just Brood War. Yeah, I need to watch this properly at some point. But he's going into tanks now. He has his fourth base. He'll get his fourth gas very soon. Yep. He's not really defending it with much, but he has enough that he can start putting pressure on. Because the Zerg doesn't have that many units at this point in the game. And he's got the mines to deal with it. Now, interestingly, he's sending his Vulture tank up here to defend against the Muters, but I guess it works. Maybe he thought it was a dropship. Or an Overlord, should I say. I guess it makes sense. It gives the Glaives more targets to attack. So, for instance, at this point in my games, the Zerg would have 5 base, I would have 3. So there's my problem, I need to expand quicker. And also I'm overcommitting to bio when I don't need to. He goes up to double armory at probably around 13 minutes-ish. Need to remove one of these racks from this. I think he may have gone into more racks quicker because it was Neo Electric Circuit I copied it from, and he had the in-base base. How did he actually push this? Because I usually just give up at these sort of pushes because I can never break through. Interestingly, he's not really built any turrets. Like that, okay, that's one really crazy thing I've noticed about when you're watching pro games. Like, 3 Goliaths were enough to push this away. Like, what upgrades are they on? They're on 1 attack, right? In a game I sort of play, people just like suicide into the Goliaths, kill them, and then I have no AA, so they keep attacking. But pros want to be as efficient as possible with their units, so they run away. Which makes sense. Like, he'll probably pull back from here. Oh, he definitely will now. About the CC though. Fancy's units are getting really weirdly stuck. Here we go, he's pushing in again. Those 2 swarms have been enough to block this forever. It's kind of crazy. But this is all lava being killed. Like, this is all lava that was all Guardians. How'd he deal with this, actually? Oh, he's gonna pull all of his anti-A units back. Damn, the efficiency on those units is insane. I want to get to the point where I can do that, because he barely lost anything. Like, I would lose my entire army to the Guardians. It's just target firing. I mean, look how quickly the 3 Goliaths kill a single Guardian. Ooh, that was lucky. Barrack scouting for the space. He switched pretty much entirely into Goliath tank at the minute because of all the air switches. Even a single Wraith just to help out. This base is barely mining, this is kind of mining, but not all that much. But here we go, pushing down the bottom now. I mean, he's traded so many units for units, it's insane. His, like, efficiency in these games have been mad. Like, and he only sends, like, 5 tanks to kill this. That's all he needs to send. They should be on... They're on 2-1 at the moment. They'll be on 3-2 very shortly. He's just set up a little position here, because he knows he can't be broken. Pushes in down here, doesn't really do too much, but does kill the Defiler. And then just pulls back to his other units. That's all he needs to do. Like, he doesn't... Well... Like, it looks like when you're playing late game mech, you don't need to kill their bases. You just need to keep killing their units and stop them from getting like a 200, because that's when it gets difficult. I mean, he has his entire side of the map now. He's not spammed turrets everywhere, there was no need to. He's pushing in again. Ultras are fully upgraded, they're against 2-2 tanks now, 3-2 should be finished soon. But he's trading so efficiently that it doesn't matter. Because even though he's losing these tanks, he's still got quite a bit of gas, and he's going to be able to remax pretty quickly. He's building 4 tanks at a time, 2 Goliaths, or some Vultures now, 5 tanks even. Looks like I need to build more tanks. 6 tanks, 7 tanks at a time actually. Yeah, I need to build more tanks in TVZ, it would seem. I build way too way too many Vultures. But that's usually down to the fact I've not expanded enough, so... Like, he's just containing this base. Like, how on earth is Hero meant to break out of here? Like, this is definitely an older game, because, I don't think Hero's used the buy ID in a long time, and Time NA was his ID, like, one of his IDs before he became a pro, I think, possibly? Maybe during, but it was one of his practice game IDs. I've seen it in a few, like he played as Time NA against, or Timena against Kanata in a couple of SKT games I saw. Okay, watching this makes me understand late game TVZ a lot more. In fantasy style, should I say. Because he just constantly builds a shit ton of tanks and just sends them at one of the bases. And then either the Zerg mines out trying to break out of his base, or like he dies to 3-3 tanks. And yeah, there's nothing Hero can do. Like, Fantasy just completely wrecks him in that game. That's really cool. I'm gonna have to study that properly at some point. Oh my god, I just saw something that Slurmy King posted. Holy shit, that was funny. Slurmy King is funny. He's a really funny guy. Okay, let's actually go to playing some games. Let's see what we can do. So the timings are wrong on this. The Academy comes a lot later. The Academy comes after the Armory. Maybe I'm building the Academy a little bit too early. Either way, we can figure it out. He builds 1 Rax before the starport, 1 Rax directly after the starport, along with the Armory. Then the Academy, then eBay. Okay. Let me play 1 ladder game, Debaser, then I'll play with you, if you want to play. I just want to try 1 ladder game first. I've got to admit, like, as the people watching me probably already know, I have had a few bad days, and sort of trying to think of the right word, but the accumulated tilt really screwed me over earlier, and yeah, I don't really want that happening again, so I'm going to do my best to try and beat that. Like, I took some notes down here. It's kind of not as important, but I read through the book again. Just because I needed to remind myself a little bit of how to sort of get on top of my emotions and not let them ruin everything. What the hell? Abby Love says Korean pop is kind of like American boudoir. Let's change my netbot command to link the proper STPL thread now. Oh, you're here. It seems weird you being here given the fact in the first ever tournament I played in, you were one of my coaches, along with Wannabe Cool, who ended up being Telecom on his friend's account, which is just kind of weird. Oh cool, it's a Zerg. Is this destination? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Can I read you? Orders, Captain? Can I read you?
Time to try out my newfound knowledge. Let's see what we can do.
Not enough minerals. Not enough
SCV,
minerals.
good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
This name tells me something.
SCV, good to go, sir.
This guy knows who I am. That's so weird.
SCV, good to go, sir.
It's really weird when people recognize who I am because I don't get it. Like it's odd to me because no one ever really knew who I was before, and then because I casted with Sale, people suddenly knew who I am. It's kind of nice, I guess. Definitely cheating. Right, I'm actually just gonna minimize chat for a second, just because if I read it, I get distracted. And that's one of the things that leads to me tilting, so...
Not enough minerals.
SCV, good to go, sir. Yes, sir. SCV, good to go, sir. Reporting for duty. Yes, sir. SCV, good to go, sir. Roger that. Yes, sir. SCV, good to go, sir. Reporting for duty. Roger that. Orders, Captain? Affirmative. Orders, Captain? Right away, sir. Reporting for duty. Roger that. Orders received. I read you. Right away, sir. Reporting for duty.
Not enough minerals.
Thank you for the follow.
Not enough minerals. Not enough
SCV, good to go,
minerals.
sir. Orders, Captain?
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
You want a piece of me, boy? Outstanding. Standing by.
Yes, sir. Roger that. Job right away, sir. Yes, sir. Orders received.
Commander.
SCV, good to go, sir. Right away, sir. Affirmative. Roger that. Reporting for duty. Orders, Captain. Orders received. Reporting for duty. SCV, good to go, sir. Affirmative. Reporting for duty.
Your forces are
Reporting
under
for duty.
attack.
Affirmative. Orders received.
Give me something to shoot. Let's
I
go.
read you. Right away, sir. Affirmative.
Piece of me,
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Affirmative. Orders, Captain. Job's finished. Affirmative. Roger that. Affirmative. SCV, good to go, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Orders received. Yes, sir.
standing by.
Reporting for duty. SCV, good to go, sir. Roger that. Job orders, Captain.
Give me something to shoot.
SCV, good to
Piece
go,
of me,
sir.
boy.
I read you.
Not enough minerals.
SCV, good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Your forces are under attack. Not enough minerals.
Right away, sir. SCV good to go, sir. Job finished. Orders, Captain. Right away, sir.
Piece of me,
Not
boy.
enough
Yes,
minerals.
sir. Yes, sir. Right away,
Not
sir.
enough minerals.
Orders, Captain. I read you. I can't build there. I read you. Orders,
Not
Captain.
enough. Your forces are under attack.
I read you.
Piece of me,
Roger
boy.
that. SCV good to go, sir. Roger that. Right away, sir. Yes, sir. Job finished.
Additional supply depots required.
Job finished. I read you. SCV good to go, sir. I read you. Orders received.
Standing by.
Affirmative.
Standing by.
Job's finished. Yes, sir.
You want a piece
SCV
of me,
good to go,
boy?
sir. Reporting for duty. Affirmative. Yes, sir. SCV good to go, sir. Orders received. Affirmative. Roger that. I read you. Right away, sir. Orders received.
Your forces are under
I read
attack.
you. SCV good to go, sir. Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Add-on complete.
Job's finished. SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough
SCV good to go,
minerals.
sir.
Piece of me, boy.
Not enough minerals.
Orders,
Not
Captain.
enough minerals.
Jacked up and good to go. Outstanding.
Additional supply depots required.
Reporting for duty. SCV good to go,
Additional
sir.
supply depots
SCV good to
required.
go, sir. Yes, sir.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Valkyrie, prepare.
SCV good to go, sir. Orders, Captain.
Additional supply depots required.
Orders, Captain. Right away, sir.
Additional supply depots required.
Reporting for duty. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Rock
I
out.
read. I'm finished.
Give me something to shoot.
Job's finished. Reporting for duty.
Don't keep me waiting.
Let's move.
I read you.
Valkyrie, prepared. Achtung! It's showtime.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I need it.
Report for duty. Yes, sir. Affirmative. SCV good to go, sir. Right away, sir. Affirmative.
Give me something to shoot. Give me something to shoot.
Don't
Your
keep me
forces are
waiting.
under attack.
I read you. SCV good to go, sir.
Where does it hurt?
Standing by. Rock and roll. Let's move.
Job's finished. I read you.
You want a
SCV
piece of
good to
me,
go,
boy?
sir. Orders received.
Jacked up and good to go.
Need medical
Research
attention?
complete.
On my way.
Your forces are under attack.
Achtung! Achtung!
Piece of me, boy. Give me something to
Need
shoot.
medical
I
attention?
read you. Job's finished. Orders, Captain. Right away, sir.
Jacked up and good to go. Rock and
SCV
Need
good to
medical
go, sir.
attention?
Orders, Captain. Job's finished. I read you. Reporting for duty.
piece of me, boy.
Reporting for duty. Yes, sir.
Give me something to shoot. Go, go, go.
Did someone say
SCV good to go,
Achtung?
sir.
Jawohl.
I read you. Yes, sir.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Job's finished. SCV
Don't
good to
keep
go,
me
sir.
waiting. Where does it hurt?
Orders, job finished.
Not enough minerals. Your forces are under attack. Minerals.
I'm eager to help. Boss, my dear.
SCV good to go, sir.
Piece of me, boy.
Upgrade complete.
Give me something to shoot.
Add-on complete.
Medical emergency.
Yes, sir. I read you. Still there. Yes, sir. Affirmative. I read you. I can't build right away, sir. Yes, sir.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Additional supply depots required.
Job finished. Affirmative.
Commander, rock and
Need
roll.
medical attention?
Go, go, go.
State the nature of your medical emergency.
Orders, Captain.
You want a piece of me, boy? Standing by.
Prepped and
Go,
ready.
go, go.
State the
Add-on
nature of your
complete.
medical
Add-on
emergency.
complete.
Right away.
Destination? Strap yourselves in, boys. I copy that.
Standing
Job
by.
finished.
Commander,
Did someone page me?
you want a piece of me, boy?
Upgrade complete.
Yes, sir.
All right, bring it on.
Affirmative.
Give me some of this shit.
Where does it hurt?
Achtung!
I'm listening.
You want a piece of me,
Where
boy?
does it hurt?
Orders, Captain.
Can I take the
All
order?
right,
Go
bring it
ahead,
on.
HQ.
Give me some of this
Not
shit.
enough
Something on your
minerals.
mind?
Additional supply depots required.
Input coordinates.
Did someone
Go
page me?
ahead, HQ.
SCV
I'm
good to go,
listening.
sir.
Destination? Into the 555.
Reporting for
Additional
duty.
supply depots
Sir, can't
required.
build there.
Additional supply depots required.
All right, bring it on. Good to go.
Where does it
Destination?
hurt?
All right,
On my
bring it on.
SCV good to go, sir. I read you.
Base is under attack. Additional supply depots required.
Job finished.
Research complete.
Go ahead, HQ. Buckle up.
Job finished.
Base is under attack. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Base is under attack.
Job finished.
Go ahead, HQ. Destination? Buckle
All
up.
right, bring it on. Give me some of this shoe.
Did someone page
Give me
me?
some of this shoe. Outstanding.
Buckle up.
Go, go, go.
Yes, sir. Roger that. Orders, Captain. Orders, Captain.
Jacked up and good to go. You want a piece of me,
SCV good
boy?
to go, sir.
Need medical attention?
Strap yourself in, boys.
Need medical attention? On my way. Right away.
Buckle up.
Your forces are under attack.
What do you want?
Finished.
Go ahead, HQ. Strap yourselves in, boys.
Jacked up
Orders,
and good to go.
Captain. Yes, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Orders, Captain.
Standing by. Let's move.
Input coordinates. I copy that. In transit,
SCV good to
HQ.
go, sir.
All right, bring it on. Standing
I
by.
read you.
Your forces are under attack.
Medical attention? Did someone page me?
Jacked up and good to go. Yeah? Something on your mind? Ready to roll. Something on your mind?
Reporting for duty. Affirmative.
All right, bring
Right
it
away,
on.
sir. Orders, Captain. I can't build there. I read you. Right away,
Upgrade
sir.
complete.
you, sir.
Destination?
SCV good to go, sir.
Oh, is that it?
Upgrade complete.
Orders, Captain. Affirmative. Can't build there. I read you.
All right, bring it on. Oh, ready to roll out.
Add-on complete.
Oh, is that
Your
it?
forces are under attack.
Oh, is that it? I dig.
Job finished.
Oh, is that it? Yeah, I'm going.
Reporting for duty. I read you. Right away, sir. Roger that. Orders, Captain. Roger that. I can't build there.
Ready to
Good to go,
roll
sir.
out. Something on your mind?
Job's finished.
I dig. Jacked up and good to go. Something on your mind? No problem. I dig.
Add-on
SCV good to
complete.
go, sir.
Oh, is that it? No problem. I dig. Oh, is that it?
Job's finished. Reporting for duty.
Your forces are under attack.
Reporting for duty. Yes, sir.
Not enough minerals.
Standing by.
Reporting for duty.
Commander. Ah, yeah.
Your forces are under attack.
SCV good to go, sir.
Destination. Bring it on.
Did someone page me?
Orders, Captain? Reporting for duty.
Commander, ready to roll out.
Reporting for duty. Roger
Not
that.
enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir.
What do you want? Ready to roll out. No problem. All right, bring it on. Orders, sir.
SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough energy.
Delighted to, sir. Move it.
Add-on complete.
Sir. Identify target.
Insufficient phosphine gas.
Roger that. I read
Ready
you.
to roll out.
Roger that. I read you.
Your
Affirmative.
forces are under attack.
Orders received.
Identify target. What do you want? Destination?
SCV good to go, sir.
Sir. Move it. All right. Bring it on.
Yes, sir. I read you. I can't build there.
What do you want? Roll out. I read you, sir. Ready to roll out. I read you,
SCV good to go, sir.
no problem.
Your forces are under
Ready to
attack.
roll out.
Upgrade complete.
What do you want? I did.
I'm finished.
Destination?
Orders, sir. Delighted to, sir. Jacked up and good to go. No problem.
Your forces are under attack.
Orders, Captain?
All right.
Orders
Bring it on.
build there.
Ready to roll out. All right. Bring it on. Destination. Delighted to, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Delighted to, sir.
SCV good to go, sir. Roger that. Orders received.
Orders,
Additional
sir.
supply
I
depots
read you,
required.
sir. Identify target. I read you, sir. Yes, sir. Orders, sir. Orders, sir. What do you want?
Job sir.
Ready to roll out. What do you want?
Job finished.
No problem. Yeah, going. No problem. Orders, sir.
SCV good to go, sir. Roger that.
Research complete.
I read you,
Your
sir.
forces are under
No
attack.
problem. Destination? What do you want? No problem.
SCV good to go, sir.
Give me something to shoot. All right, bring it on. Orders, sir. Destination?
Orders, Captain?
Achtung!
Ready to roll out.
Research complete.
It's showtime.
Identify target. Sir. Yeah, I'm going. Oh, yes, sir. What do you want? Oh, is that it?
Add-on complete.
Yes, sir.
Add-on complete.
Affirmative.
Ready to roll
Additional
out.
supply depots required.
Identify target.
Your forces are under attack.
What do you want, sir? Destination? Delighted to, sir. Proceeding. Orders, I read you, sir. Destination? I read you, sir.
Your forces are under attack. Complete.
Identify target. Destination? Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Your forces are under attack.
I read you, sir.
Not enough energy.
What do you want? Oh, is that it?
Your forces are under attack.
I did. Ready to roll out.
Online. Comlink online. Goliath online.
Something on your mind? Destination? Orders, sir. I
Your
read you.
forces are under attack.
Orders, Captain?
Identify target, sir.
Upgrade
Delighted to,
complete.
sir. Absolutely.
forces are under attack. Insufficient phosphine gas.
Orders, sir. Identify target. Yes, sir.
Visual. Transmit orders. Job finished.
Identify target.
Your forces are under attack.
Oh, is that it?
Target designated.
Ready to roll out. Ready to roll out. Orders, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Roll out. Absolutely. What are you on?
Greetings, Command.
Destination. Orders, target. Latitude, sir. Identify target.
Systems functional.
Destination. Roll out. Move it. Destination.
Explorer reporting.
Achtung! Achtung!
Goliath online.
Transmit orders.
Goliath online.
Orders, Captain. Reporting for duty. Yes, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
I read you. Orders, sir. Yeah. Orders, sir. Yes, sir. Orders, sir.
Technology queue. Target designated.
Transmit orders.
Destination. Proceed. Ready to roll out.
Transmit orders. Job finished.
Target designated. Goliath online.
Orders, Captain. Explorer reporting. Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Insufficient phosphine gas.
Goliath
Get something
online.
destroyed.
Ready to roll out. Identify target. Ready to roll out. Orders, sir.
Systems
What do you
functional.
want? Yeah?
Add-on complete.
Yeah, I'm going. I dig. Yeah?
Goliath online.
Your forces are under attack.
Goliath online.
Ready to roll out.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Right away, sir.
Goliath online.
Ready to roll out. Orders, sir.
Comlink online.
Receiving headquarters.
Orders, sir.
Your forces are under attack. Upgrade complete. Magnet energy. Your forces are under attack.
Proceed. Yes, sir. Move it.
Upgrade complete.
Orders, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Ready to roll out. Yes, sir. Destination. Absolutely. Orders, sir.
Comlink online.
Wow. I actually won the TVC. It worked.
Goliath online. Goliath online.
Yeah, you know what, Nina? I've figured out killing the Zerg just isn't worth it. They can kill themselves, because the amount of games I've lost throwing my army into a choke is too many to count. TVC late game is all about letting them kill themselves on you. It's all good. I've been watching games recently, and that seems to be the order of the day. Like, you just can't break a Zerg late game because of, like, one lurker under a swarm is invulnerable. So, it's better just let them push out into you and just keep killing them. Hey, 20 MMR for that game. Yeah, Mikami, the reason why I took the that much damage from mutas is I changed my... Well, I saw a replay that I've been meaning to study for a long time. Oh. Okay, Incomplete Rev wants to play our second game, so I need to play him. I got majorly tilted against him earlier, so... Irradiate the lurker under the swarm, yeah, but then he puts another lurker there, you see? It's crazy. It's like some next level tactics, but you can just let them kill themselves. You just build a lot of tanks and then sit outside their bases, and there's nothing they can do. It's good. I like that. Yeah, let me switch over to Thingy. I'm kind of spoiling this, but I lost my game on Plasma against him, and I got like super tilted. Like, I got so unbelievably tilted, and it made me realize that I wanted to quit for a bit and then sort of reread the book or whatever. What am I doing? Going to Europe. Where are we? Yep. Let's see. Fucking hell. The book, it's that weird poker like, I don't know, I don't know what it's called, but it's like the poker anti-tilt book, and it's really helpful. I read it again. The Mental Game of Poker, that's it. Taitu was the one that suggested to me. Yeah, Tendler, that's it. Someone called it Tendies, and I couldn't work out what the name was from there. Yeah, it kind of helped me a little bit earlier. I'm just going to quickly watch that replay just to see where I went wrong. I know that I got the eBay too late, so the eBay should come in around 6 minutes-ish. I need to study the replay properly, like the other person's replay. Let's see what I'll do first of all, check how often this goes blank. Because I'm certain there was quite a few times. Like, I'm up quite a lot in supply at the moment. I got my third axe way late. And in going, I've got my eBay late as well, which meant my turrets were late, which meant I took a lot of damage from the Mutalisks. I'm building a lot of tanks this time rather than vultures, and you know what, that works a lot better. When you actually have a lot of tanks, they can kill the Zerg shit, but when you have a lot of vultures, they can't do shit against ultras, so you just die. Like, mines are good to have all over the place, but I need to study this replay properly, but I need to play this game with this guy first. Okay, he's just made the game, so it's going to be a TVP on a map that I played once the other day, and it's confusing as hell. It's called Obsidian. Like, take a look at this. This isn't an island map like I thought it was, but there is an island. So, my games against Tai2 on this map were really fun. They were TVT, I'm not going to spoil them, just in case they get casted. I doubt they will, but let's see how we can do against this guy. I'm not out for revenge or anything, because I don't want to revenge tilt myself. I just want to see if I can play my best, and see what I can do against this guy. It's really hard to expand, so I'm not going to be doing this exact build. I may as well just close this. Wait, I'm just going to minimize it, because it can't do anything for me, and I'm just going to minimize the chat as well. Oh. Oh, okay. That's cool.
Not enough minerals.
Good start.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
It's cool though. I've not played PvP on this map, so it's going to be quite difficult. Thinking about it, I want to go for an early dropship. Or at least an early starport, so I can take down any Reavers, but there's also a base I can drop and take, and with a Wraith I can defend it, so the base is around about here.
Orders, Captain? Roger that. Affirmative. Roger that.
Not enough minerals.
I read you.
I hope that's my ramp. Yeah, it is.
SCV good to go, sir.
Wait, is that my ramp? That isn't my ramp, is it? Oh well. I've walled in an odd place. It's all good.
Additional supply depots required.
Orders received. Roger that. Affirmative. Orders received. Right away, sir.
Aha, my ramp's here. I could probably wall this actually with 2D base. That's all good there.
Good to go, sir. Reporting for duty.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Yes, sir. SCV good to go, sir. I read you. Reporting for duty. Right away, sir. Orders received. Job's finished. I read you. Yes, sir. SCV good to go, sir. I read you. Roger that. Right away, sir. Orders received. Orders, Captain. Job's finished. Roger that. Yes, sir. SCV good to go, sir. Reporting for duty.
Your forces are under
Orders
attack.
received. Roger that. Orders, Captain. Roger that. Orders, Captain. Orders received.
Not enough minerals. Insufficient phosphine
Orders
gas.
received. Affirmative. I read
Not
you.
enough minerals.
I'm gonna 2-back.
Not enough minerals.
Orders received.
Standing by.
I read you. Job's finished. Roger that. Right away, sir. Roger that. Right away, sir. SCV good to go, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
I read you. Roger that. Affirmative. Reporting for duty. Roger that. Reporting for duty. Right away, sir. Affirmative. Reporting for duty.
Not enough minerals.
Orders received. Affirmative. Roger that. SCV good to go, sir. I read you. Roger that. Job finished. Orders, Captain. SCV good to go, sir. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Affirmative.
Piece
Yes,
of me,
sir.
boy. Give me something to shoot. Jacked up and good to go.
Add-on complete.
Commander, standing by.
Insufficient phosphine gas. Insufficient phosphine gas. Additional supply depots required.
Job finished. Orders, Captain. Affirmative.
Jacked up and good to go. Ready to roll out. All right.
Insufficient phosphine gas. Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go,
Not
sir.
enough minerals.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Oh, is that it? Destination? Yeah. Orders, sir. Something on your mind? Yes, sir. Yeah. Identify target. I read you, sir. Orders, sir. Something on your mind? Orders, sir. Moving.
I read you.
Research complete. Not enough minerals.
Orders
Ready
received.
to roll out. What do you want? Yeah, I'm going. Identify target. Moving. I read you. Yes, sir.
SCV good to go, sir.
Absolutely.
infesting base.
Destination, bring it on. Move it. Absolutely. Yeah? Something on your mind? Orders, sir. Move it.
SCV good to go, sir.
Identify target.
Your forces are under attack.
Absolutely. Rose, yeah? I dig. Destination, move it. Absolutely.
I read you.
Additional supply depots required.
Roger that.
Orders,
Additional
sir.
supply depots
Absolutely.
required.
Something on your mind? Yes, sir. Identify target.
Your forces are under attack.
Orders, sir. Ready to roll out. Orders, sir. Destination, delighted to, sir. What do you want? Orders, sir. Move it. Delighted something on your mind? What do you want?
Job finished.
Identify target. Proceeding. Absolutely. Identify target.
I read you. Orders received.
Your forces are under attack.
Identify target. Orders, sir. Identify target. Proceeding. Delighted to,
SCV
sir.
good to go, sir. Reporting for duty. Orders, Captain. Orders received.
What do you want,
Good to go, sir.
Destination.
Job's finished. Yes, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Bring it on. Proceeding.
Upgrade
Delighted
complete.
to, sir.
SCV good to go, sir.
Proceeding. Orders, sir. Yeah? Yeah, I'm going. Yes, sir. I read you, sir.
SCV good to go, sir.
I dig. No problem.
Your forces are under attack.
Reporting for duty. Right away, sir.
Yes, sir. Move it.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Roger that. Right away, sir.
Identify target. Yeah. Identify
SCV good to go,
target.
sir.
Something on your mind? Orders, sir. All right. Bring it
Orders,
on.
Captain. Yes, sir. Orders received.
Orders, sir. What do you want? Oh, ready to roll out.
SCV good to go, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Yes, sir.
Destination. I read you, sir.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah? Identify target. What do you want? Identify target. Bring it
Move
on.
it. Something's in the way. Orders, Captain.
Research complete.
What do you want? No. Ready to roll out. Something on your mind?
SCV good to go,
What
sir.
do you
Job
want?
finished.
All right. Bring it
I
on.
read you.
I read you,
Reporting for
sir.
duty. Yes, sir. I read you. I can't feel right away, sir.
Something on your mind?
SCV good to go, sir.
Is that it?
Reporting for
Your
duty.
forces are under attack.
What do you
Orders,
want?
Captain. Affirmative.
I read you, sir. I dig. Ready to roll out. Oh, is that it? Yeah, I'm going. Yeah, I dig. No problem.
Orders, Captain. Roger that.
What do you want? I dig. Yeah, I'm going.
Your forces are under attack.
SCV good to go,
Oh,
sir.
is that it? Something on your mind? I dig.
Reporting for duty.
Not enough minerals. Your forces are under attack.
Sir. Yeah, I'm going. Oh, is that it?
SCV good to go,
No
sir.
problem. Ready to roll out. I dig. No problem. Orders, sir. Bring it on.
Orders, Captain. I read you. Roger that.
Yeah, I'm going.
Job's finished. SCV good to go, sir.
Sir.
Not enough minerals.
Right away, sir.
I read you, sir.
SCV good to go,
Yeah,
sir.
I'm going. Ready to roll out. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Orders, Captain?
Not enough minerals.
Destination. Something on your mind? Yeah, I'm going. Oh, is that it? Something on your mind?
SCV good to go, sir.
What do you want?
Orders, Captain? I read you. Roger that. Job's finished. Job's finished.
Something on your
Job's
mind?
finished.
I read you, sir. Yeah,
SCV
I'm
good to go,
going.
sir.
Oh, is that
Your forces are
it?
under
Bring it
attack.
on. I read you, sir. No problem. Oh, is that it? Identify target.
Your forces are under attack.
Orders, sir.
SCV good to go,
Something
sir.
on your mind? I dig. Yes, sir. All right, bring it on. Sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Orders,
Your
Captain?
forces are under
Right away,
attack.
sir.
Yeah? Oh, is that it, sir? Yeah? Destination? Absolutely. Sir.
Reporting for duty.
Your forces are under attack. Add-on complete.
Yes, sir. Destination on your mind. Yes, sir. Destination moving. Destination absolutely. I read you, sir. Ready to roll out. Orders, sir. Yeah, I'm going. Moving.
Base
Something
is
on
under
your mind?
attack.
Oh, is that it? Proceeding.
Job's finished.
Orders,
SCV good to go,
sir.
sir. Reporting for duty. Orders received.
Destination, sir. Proceed on.
Your forces are under attack.
Reporting for duty.
What do you want? Oh, is that it? Proceeding.
Your forces are
Yeah, I'm
under
going.
attack.
Orders, sir. Moving. I did. Identify target. All right, bring it on.
Your forces are under
No
attack.
problem. Oh, is that it? Sir. No problem. Oh, yes, sir.
I read you. I read you.
Ready to roll
I
out.
can't build that.
Orders, all right, bring it on. Destination. What do you want? Absolutely. Identify target.
SCV
Yes,
good to go, sir.
Proceed. Yeah. Oh, is that it? What do you want?
Orders, Captain? Reporting for duty. I read you. Orders received. Reporting for duty. Finished. Orders, Captain?
Not enough energy.
Ready to roll out.
SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough energy.
Bring it on.
Orders, Captain?
Add-on complete.
Reporting for duty. Right away, sir. Roger that. Right away, sir. Orders received.
Something on your mind? Yeah, I'm going.
SCV good to go, sir. Yes, sir?
Ready to roll out. All right, bring
Upgrade
it on.
complete.
What do you want?
Reporting for duty. I read you.
Orders, sir. What do you want? Destination? Yes, sir.
Your forces are under attack. Not enough minerals.
Proceeding. Yeah, I'm going. Proceeding. Yeah, I'm going. Oh, orders, sir.
Yes, sir?
Absolutely. What do you want?
Job finished.
Moving.
Reporting for duty. I can't build there.
All right, bring it on.
I can't build there. Reporting for duty. Can't build it. Something's in the way. Orders, Captain? I can't build there. Roger that.
Orders, sir.
I read you.
I'm ready to
Yes,
roll,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir?
Not enough minerals.
Yeah, I'm going. Yes,
Not
sir.
enough minerals.
Job finished.
Destination?
Reporting for duty.
Orders, sir. No
Base is
problem.
under attack. complete.
What do you want, sir? Something on your mind? Ready to
Your
roll
forces
out.
are under attack.
Something on your mind? Identify target. Destination, yes, sir.
I read you.
Identify target. Orders, sir. Yes, sir. Proceed. Bring it on, sir. Identify target. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going. No destination.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
Ready to roll
Orders,
out.
Captain.
What do you want? Yeah. I dig.
I read you. Right away, sir. Job
Your
finished.
forces are under attack. Insufficient Vespene gas.
Yeah, I'm going. No problem. I reach it, sir. Delighted to, sir. Orders, sir. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Goliath.
Something on your mind? I reach it, sir. Identify target. Yeah, I'm going. Ready to roll out. I reach it, sir. What do you
Insufficient
want?
Vespene gas.
Absolutely.
Channel open.
Orders, sir.
Go ahead, Tacticon.
Identify target.
I read you.
All right, bring it
Additional
on.
supply depots required.
SCV good to go, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Orders, sir. Yes, sir. Identify target. Orders, sir. What do you want? Something on your mind? I dig.
Additional supply
Yes,
depots
sir. I
required.
can't build there. I read you. Orders received.
Additional supply depots required.
Reporting for duty. Orders, Captain. I read you. Reporting for duty. I read you.
Destination. Orders, sir. Yes, sir. Destination.
Systems functional.
Job finished.
Yes, sir.
SCV good to go, sir.
Destination.
Calling online.
Orders, sir.
Job
Yes,
finished.
sir. Delighted to, sir.
Job finished.
Identify target.
Job finished. Reporting for duty. Orders, Captain. Roger
Base is
that.
under attack.
Yes, sir. All right. Bring it on.
Not enough energy.
What do you
Orders,
want?
Captain. Orders, Captain. I read you.
Shit.
Orders, Captain.
All right. Bring it on.
Orders, Captain.
I read you, sir. Identify
Base is
target.
under attack.
All right. Bring it on. Destination? Absolutely. Delighted to, sir.
I read you. Job finished. Reporting for duty.
Yes, sir.
I read you. I read you. Job finished.
Your forces are under attack.
Identify
Upgrade
target.
complete.
Identify target. Delighted to, sir.
Job
I
finished.
read you. Identify
Job
target.
go, sir. I read you.
Additional supply depots
Job I
required.
read you. Reporting for duty. Build there. Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Orders,
Job
sir.
finished. Job
Move it.
finished. Reporting for duty. Yes, sir.
Identify target.
Not enough energy.
Bring it on.
Job finished. Reporting for duty. Affirmative. SCV good to go, sir. Job
Additional supply depots required.
Identify target.
Not enough energy. Your forces are under attack.
Orders, sir.
Target designated.
Destination? Yeah. Identify target. Something on your mind? Destination?
Orders, Captain.
Yes, sir.
Orders, Captain.
Standing by.
I read you. I can't build there.
Go ahead, Commander. Attack formation.
I read you. I can't build there.
All right. Bring it on.
5. 5 by 5. I copy that.
I read you.
Destination.
SCV good to go, sir. Orders, Captain?
All right. Bring it on. Proceed. Destination. Identify destination.
Reporting for duty.
Yes, sir.
I read you. Affirmative. Orders received.
Ready to roll out.
Reporting for duty. Roger that. Right away, sir. Roger that. Job's finished.
Identify target. Something on your mind?
Systems functional.
Identify target. Delighted to, sir. Orders, sir.
Systems
Yes,
functional.
sir.
Base is under attack.
Identify target. Orders, sir. Destination. Absolutely. Bring it on. Identify target. Orders, sir. Move it. Orders, sir. Delighted to, sir. Orders, sir.
Not enough minerals.
Reporting for duty.
Destination?
Orders, Captain?
Go ahead, HQ. Strap yourselves in, boys.
I read you.
Destination.
Systems
Orders,
functional.
sir.
Channel open.
Destination.
SCV
Identify
good to go,
target.
sir. Outstanding.
Destination. Identify target. Orders, sir. Yes, sir. Identify target.
Base is under attack.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm going. No problem.
God damn. Okay, so I've drawn it up 1-1. Did Rota make this map? Oh, this is fake Qikz. Fake cam. Oh man. This is the real Qikz. F1 scan. What is this retarded book? What the hell? Yeah, that was certainly a map. That map was like trippy as hell. What's the final map? I don't even know what the maps are. Oh, it's an island map. Okay. It's the weird semi-island map where you can kind of glitch yourself through the minerals, but it's very difficult. Vulcan's Forge, yeah. Let's whisper him. I'm not gonna make battle cruisers. I wanna win. But, he's in the lobby already. Okay. Right, I'll be back in a bit. Gonna finish the game. Yeah, by back in a bit, I mean I'm not gonna look at chat. So I've got an island base. I can take a really easy to defend island gas. I guess I'm gonna open Goliaths mainly. Goliaths and tanks. Wraiths aren't very good against shuttles on island maps. It's better to go like quick range Goliaths. So 2-fact, I guess, is the order of the day with an armory.
I read you. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. I read you.
I don't really know how to play island maps, but this should be an interesting experiment. I'm gonna see if I can glitch through the minerals and take a really cheeky expansion as well. Shouldn't be too difficult. Depending on what building I build, sometimes the SCVs go really far off of the building, so I might get really lucky. But he could also pile on half a probe through, so I need to be careful. I guess it depends on how much you practice the map.
SCV good to go, sir.
Okay, deep breath, pump myself up. Let's get going.
SCV
supply depots required.
Reporting for duty. Outstanding. Roger that. Affirmative. Roger that. Right away, sir.
Not
I
enough
can't build there.
minerals.
Affirmative.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir. I read you. Orders, Captain?
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV good
Not
to go,
enough
sir.
minerals. Not enough minerals.
Ugh.
SCV good to go, sir.
I was looking over at the left to see my my thingy, but didn't need to. Clock, even.
Go, sir. Affirmative. Job finished. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Orders received. I read you. Reporting for duty.
Insufficient Vespene gas. Not enough minerals.
I think the spawns are like there.
Job finished. Orders, Captain? SCV good to go, sir. Right away, sir. Affirmative. Reporting for duty.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals.
I read you. Right away, sir. Affirmative. Reporting for duty. SCV good to go, sir. I read you. Affirmative. Orders received. Job finished. Yes, sir. Roger that. SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough
Orders
minerals.
received.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir. Orders, Captain? Roger that. Right away, sir. Orders received.
Pipeline complete.
Job reporting for duty. Yes, sir. SCV good to go, sir. Reporting for duty.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
Orders, Captain? Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Affirmative. Orders, Captain? Orders received. SCV good to go,
Additional
sir.
supply depots
Roger that.
required. Not
Right away,
enough
sir.
minerals.
Orders received. I'm finished. Roger that.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Supply depots. Not enough minerals.
I read you, sir.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Reporting for duty. Right away, sir. Roger that.
I read you, sir.
Reporting for duty.
Not enough minerals.
I read you. Orders received.
Not enough minerals. Not
Identify
enough
target.
minerals.
SCV good to go,
Not
sir.
enough minerals.
Orders, Captain?
Not enough minerals.
Identify target.
I read you. Reporting for duty.
Yeah, I dig.
I read you. Affirmative. Job finished.
Goliath online.
I read you, sir.
I read you.
I read you, sir.
Job reporting for duty.
I read
Yes,
you,
sir.
sir.
Orders, Captain? Affirmative. Right away, sir.
What do you
Goliath
want?
online.
I read you.
I read you, sir.
Yes, sir. Roger that. I read
Something
you.
on your mind? Yeah, I'm going.
Orders, Captain? Right away, sir.
Something on your mind?
I read you.
I read you, sir.
Yes, sir. Roger that.
Something on your
Upgrade
mind?
complete.
Orders, Captain?
Something on your mind?
Additional supply depots require. Forces are under attack.
Yeah?
Calling
Orders,
online.
sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. I can't build there. I read you. I can't build there. Orders, Captain? Orders received. Affirmative. Right away, sir.
What do you want? No problem.
forces are under attack.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Identify target.
Systems functional. Channel open.
Destination.
Reporting for duty. Orders received. Right away, sir. Job's finished.
Not
Reporting
enough
for duty.
minerals.
Goliath
Not enough
online.
minerals.
Yes, sir.
Good to go, sir. Orders, Captain.
Your forces are under attack.
Right away, sir. Yes, sir.
Not enough minerals.
Proceed.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Goliath online.
SCV good to go, sir. Right away,
Not enough
sir.
minerals.
Roger that. Yes, sir.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Something on your mind?
Reporting for duty. Yes, sir. Job's finished.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go,
Not
sir.
enough minerals.
Orders received.
Not enough minerals.
Comlink online.
I read you. Right away, sir.
Comlink online. Channel open. Confirmed. Channel open.
Yes, sir. Roger that. Right away, sir. Orders received. Orders, Captain. Job's finished.
Unacceptable
Orders,
targets
Captain.
assigned.
Online.
Affirmative. Orders received. Orders received. Yes, sir.
Add-on
Go
complete.
ahead, TACOM.
Orders, Captain. Right away, sir. Yes, sir. SCV good to go, sir.
Go ahead, TACOM. Systems functional.
SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough
SCV
minerals.
good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals.
Go ahead, TACOM.
Yes, sir.
Systems functional. Confirmed.
SCV good to go, sir.
Target
Job
designated.
finished. I read you. I read you.
Goliath online.
Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals. Add-on complete. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Reporting for duty.
Systems functional.
Reporting for duty. Affirmative. Job finished.
Goliath online.
SCV good to go, sir.
Something on your mind?
Goliath online.
Yes, sir. I can't build there.
Add-on complete. Not
SCV
enough
good to go,
minerals.
sir.
Not enough
Yes,
minerals.
sir. Affirmative.
Go ahead, TACOM.
Reporting for duty.
Not enough minerals.
Reporting for duty. Orders, Captain. Roger that.
Can I
Orders,
take your
Captain.
order?
SCV
Destination?
good to go, sir.
Channel open.
Input coordinates. Strap yourself in, boys.
Bring it
I
on.
read you.
Where's his...
Not enough energy.
I'm listening. In the 5, 5,
SCV
5,
good to go,
5.
sir. Orders received. Orders received. Affirmative.
Input coordinates. Buckle up.
Target designated.
Research
Go ahead,
complete.
HQ. In transit, HQ.
Confirmed.
SCV
Go
good
ahead.
to go, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Can I take your order?
All right.
Input
Bring it on.
coordinates. Buckle up.
Yeah?
Input coordinates.
Channel open.
Ready to
Confirmed.
roll out.
Yes, sir. Orders, Captain. Roger that.
I'm listening.
Upgrade complete.
Input coordinates. In the 5, 5 by 5. Hang on, we're in for some chop.
I read you. I can't
Goliath
build there.
online.
Reporting for duty. Roger that.
forces are under attack.
Destination.
Go ahead, TACOM.
Oh, wait. I thought he left. I was like, huh?
Orders, Captain? Job finished.
I'm listening. Go ahead, HQ. Input coordinates.
SCV good to go, sir.
Buckle up.
I read you.
Your forces are under attack. Upgrade complete.
Buckle up. In 5.
Yes, sir.
Channel open.
Orders, sir. Something on your mind?
Acknowledge HQ.
Hang on. We're in for some chops.
Job finished.
Go ahead,
Go
TACOM.
ahead, HQ. I'm listening.
Go ahead, TACOM.
Input coordinates.
Destination?
Go ahead,
I'm
TACOM.
listening.
Orders, Captain?
Not enough minerals.
Good to go, sir.
Go ahead, HQ. Buckle up.
Orders, Captain?
Not enough minerals.
Affirmative.
Destination.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Go ahead, HQ.
I read you.
I'm listening. Hang on. We're in for some chops.
Destination?
Can I take your order? Go ahead, HQ. In transit, HQ.
SCV good to go, sir.
I'm listening.
Reporting for duty. Right away, sir.
Insufficient phosphine gas. Insufficient
Input
phosphine
coordinates.
gas.
Yeah? Yes, sir.
Input coordinates. Go ahead, HQ. I copy that. Strap yourselves in, boys.
Additional supply depots required.
Yes, sir.
Additional supply depots required.
Destination. Input coordinates.
Goliath
In
online.
5.
Additional supply depots required.
I read you. Orders, Captain? Yes, sir. I read you.
Input coordinates. Strap yourselves in, boys. Destination. I'm listening. In transit, HQ.
Research complete.
In 5.
Insufficient phosphine gas.
Go
Your
ahead,
forces
HQ.
are under
In
attack.
transit, HQ.
Job finished.
Go ahead, HQ. Hang on. We're in for some chops. Go ahead, HQ. In 5. I copy that.
Channel open. Target designated.
In 5.
Orders, sir. Rosie.
Input coordinates.
Channel open. Goliath online. Confirmed.
Destination. In transit, HQ.
Yes, sir. I read you.
Insufficient phosphine gas.
Something on your mind?
Go ahead, HQ.
What do you want? Orders, sir. Yeah?
SCV good to go, sir. I can't build there. Yes, sir. Orders, Captain? I can't build there. Reporting for duty.
I'm listening. Hang on. We're in for some chops.
Orders, Captain?
All right. Bring it on.
I read you.
Input
Job
coordinates.
finished.
Insufficient phosphine gas.
Order.
Orders,
Insufficient
Captain?
phosphine
Orders
gas.
received.
Destination.
Orders, Captain?
Go ahead, HQ. I copy that.
Target designated.
Orders, sir.
Job finished.
Systems functional. Confirmed.
Destination.
Insufficient phosphine gas.
Strap yourself in,
I
boys.
read you. Right away, sir.
Can I take your order? Destination. Input coordinates. Go ahead, HQ. Input coordinates. In 5.
I read you.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. I can't build there. Roger that.
Go ahead,
Goliath
HQ. Strap
online.
yourselves in, boys.
Channel open.
Something on your mind?
I'm listening.
Channel open. Comlink online.
Destination? Absolutely. Ready to roll
Destination.
out.
Hang on. We're in for some chops.
Destination?
All right.
Bring it on. Sir.
I'm listening. Strap yourself in, boys.
Your forces are under
Go
attack.
ahead, HQ.
Yes, sir.
Hang on. We're in for some chops.
Yes, sir. Orders, Captain? I can't build there. Job finished. Reporting for duty.
I'm listening.
Go ahead, TACOM.
Input coordinates.
Something on your mind?
Reporting for duty. SCV good to go, sir.
Go ahead, TACOM.
copy
Yeah?
that.
I dig.
Go ahead, HQ.
Goliath online.
Destination?
Destination? I'm listening.
I can't build it.
I'm
Something's in the way.
listening.
Ready to roll
Job
out.
finished.
Yes, sir.
Destination? Strap yourself in, boys. Buckle up.
I read you. Right away, sir.
Yeah?
Go ahead, HQ.
Job finished.
Not enough energy.
Goliath online.
Go ahead, HQ. In the 5. I'm listening.
Systems
I'm
functional.
listening.
Yes, sir. Orders, Captain. Yes, sir. Reporting for duty.
Can I take your order?
Roger that.
I'm listening.
Something on your
I'm
mind? Roll
listening.
out.
Strap yourself in, boys.
Yes, sir.
Systems functional.
Go
Destination?
ahead, HQ. Buckle up.
Goliath online.
In the 5.
Upgrade complete.
SCP good to go, sir.
Go ahead, TACOM.
I'm
I
listening.
read you.
I'm listening.
Job
Input
finished.
coordinates. I'm listening. In the 5.
Go ahead,
Buckle up.
SCP good
Systems
to go, sir.
functional.
I'm listening.
Job
Hang
finished.
on. We're in for some chop.
I read you. Orders, Captain.
Ready to roll out.
Your forces are
Input
under attack.
coordinates.
Job finished.
In transit, HQ.
Absolutely.
Acknowledged HQ.
Affirmative. Right away, sir.
Destination. Buckle up.
Orders, sir.
I'm listening.
Destination? Delatitude, sir.
Go ahead, HQ. Destination. Hang on. We're in for some chop. Destination. Can I take your order?
Systems functional.
I'm listening.
Ready to
In
roll
transit,
out.
HQ.
SCP good to go, sir.
Systems functional.
Orders, sir. Yes, orders, sir. Moving.
Systems functional.
SCP good to go, sir.
Not enough forces are under attack.
Destination.
Destination? Yes, sir. Orders, sir.
Target designated.
Go
Your
ahead,
forces are
HQ.
under attack.
Yes, sir.
I'm listening. Input coordinates.
Orders, sir.
Goliath
Proceed.
online.
Yes, sir.
Input coordinates. Strap yourself in,
Orders,
boys.
sir. Moving.
Destination.
Yes, sir. I read you. Reporting for duty. Orders, Captain. Yes, sir.
Goliath
Not
online.
enough minerals.
I'm listening.
SCP good to go,
Go
sir.
Your
ahead.
forces are under attack.
In the 5.
Reporting for duty.
I copy that.
Orders, Captain. Orders received.
Input coordinates.
Not enough energy.
I'm listening.
Base is under attack.
Go ahead, TACOM.
Can I take your order?
I read you.
I'm listening. Destination.
Identify target.
Your forces are under
I'm
attack.
listening. Go ahead, HQ. In transit, HQ. Buckle up.
Systems
Your
functional.
forces are under attack.
Acknowledged HQ.
Delatitude, sir.
Job finished.
Moving. Orders, sir. Proceeding.
Channel open.
Destination.
Your
Goliath
forces are under
online.
attack.
Reporting for duty. Right away, sir. Orders received. Affirmative.
Ready to roll
Right away,
out.
sir. Job finished.
Input coordinates.
Your forces are
Input
under attack.
coordinates. Destination.
Identify target.
Not enough energy.
Yes, sir.
Add-on complete.
Affirmative. I read you. Right away, sir. Reporting for duty. I can't build there.
I'm listening. In transit,
I read
HQ.
you. Roger that.
What do you
Not
take
enough
your
minerals.
order?
Ready to roll out.
I read you.
Destination. In the 5.
Identify target. Orders, sir. Proceeding.
Destination. I'm listening. Strap yourself in, boys.
Channel open.
Not enough energy.
Goliath online.
I'm listening.
Job finished.
Something on your mind?
I read you. I can't
mine.
I'm
Your
listening.
forces are under attack.
Channel open.
Orders, sir.
Reporting for duty.
Target
I
designated.
read you.
Destination.
Go ahead, HQ.
Not enough energy.
I'm listening. In the 5.
Goliath
Hang on,
online.
we're in for some chop.
Channel open.
Input coordinates. In the 5. Hang on, we're in for some chop.
Target designated.
Job's finished.
Capcom locked.
Not enough energy.
Job's
All
finished.
right, bring it on. All right, bring it on.
Comlink online.
Yes, sir. Moving.
Goliath online.
Identify target.
Goliath
Moving.
online.
Destination.
Ready to roll out.
Not enough energy.
Channel open. Confirmed. Target designated. Capcom locked.
Delighted to, sir. Absolutely. Moving.
Systems functional.
Insufficient
Goliath
phosphine gas.
online.
Reporting for duty. Affirmative.
Go ahead, TACOM. Capcom
Orders,
locked.
sir.
Go ahead, HQ. Hang on, we're in
Ready
for
to
some
roll
chop.
out.
Not enough energy.
Destination. I copy that.
Channel open.
Destination.
Channel open.
Input coordinates. Input
Insufficient
coordinates.
phosphine
Strap
gas.
yourselves in, boys. Hang on, we're in for some chop.
Goliath online. Go ahead, TACOM. Acknowledged.
Go ahead, HQ.
Go ahead, TACOM.
Input coordinates. Buckle up. Input coordinates.
Comlink online.
I'm listening.
Your forces are
Input
under energy.
coordinates. In the 5. Buckle up.
Goliath online.
Destination. I copy that. Hang on, we're in for some chop. I'm listening.
Channel open. Confirmed.
Identify target. Proceeding. Identify target.
Go ahead, TACOM. Confirmed.
Go ahead, HQ.
Your forces are under attack.
Acknowledged.
Yeah.
Reporting for duty. Roger that. Reporting for duty. I can't build that. Affirmative.
I read that,
Destination.
sir.
Systems functional. Acknowledged, HQ. Channel open.
Insufficient phosphine
Destination.
gas.
Systems functional.
I'm listening. Input coordinates. In transit, HQ.
Job's
Strap
finished.
yourself in,
Reporting for
boys.
duty. Affirmative. Job's finished. Right away, sir.
I'm listening. In the 5.
Ready to roll out.
Go ahead, HQ. In transit, HQ.
Identify target.
Goliath online.
I can't build there.
Add-on complete.
I read you. Right away, sir.
Destination.
Can't build it. Something's in the way.
I'm listening. Buckle up.
Ready to
In
roll
transit,
out.
HQ.
Insufficient phosphine gas.
Input coordinates.
I read you. Orders, Captain? Right away, sir.
Destination.
Goliath
Unacceptable
online.
landing
Job's
zone.
finished.
I'm listening. Hang on, we're in for some
Yes,
chop.
sir. Orders
Ready
received.
to roll
Systems
out.
functional. Target
All
designated.
right,
Destination.
bring it on.
I read you. Reporting for duty. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Ready to roll out.
Affirmative. Orders, Captain?
I'm listening. Strap yourselves in, boys.
I read you.
Input coordinates. Hang on, we're in for some chop.
Orders, Captain?
Go ahead, HQ. In the 5.
Not enough
Job's
energy.
finished.
Ready to roll out.
Insufficient phosphine
In
gas.
transit, HQ.
Reporting for duty.
Landing sequence interrupted. Your forces are under attack.
Channel open.
Proceeding.
Capcom locked. Confirmed. Capcom locked.
Not enough energy. Your forces are under attack.
Target designated.
Job finished. Orders, Captain?
I'm listening. I copy that.
Identify target. Yeah? What do you want? Ready to roll out. Yeah? Proceeding. Delighted to, sir.
I'm listening.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Base is under
Go
attack.
ahead, TACOM.
Go ahead, HQ. Buckle up. In transit, HQ. Go ahead, HQ. Hang on. We're in for some chop.
Reporting for duty. I read you.
Something on your mind? Ready to roll out.
Not enough minerals.
Go ahead, HQ.
Orders, Captain?
Destination? I'm listening. In the 5. Hang on. We're in for
Go
some
ahead,
chop.
online.
Add-on complete.
Input coordinates. Buckle up.
Ready to roll out.
Go ahead, HQ. I copy that. Go
Not
ahead,
enough
HQ.
minerals.
Buckle up. In transit, HQ.
Orders, sir. Delighted to, sir.
Destination? Hang on. We're in for some chop.
I read you.
Destination. Orders, sir.
Input coordinates.
Destination.
Online. Target designated.
Your forces are under attack.
Delighted to, sir.
I copy that.
Not enough
Destination?
minerals.
Buckle up.
Not
Go
enough
ahead,
minerals.
TACOM.
I read you. Orders, Captain?
Okay, I actually won. All these low ground Block Zone Expo with Dex. Yeah, I guess I could have expanded there. Why hasn't he taken that expansion? Qikz just flew over. Yeah, that was a crazy game. Soft monster sounds, what the hell? What? I'm glad I won. GG's, they were fun. I'm kind of guilty. I kind of bailed earlier after I got mega tilted. All I know is that map is actually quite fun. Like, whoa, Island Maps as Terran seem quite fun unless I was playing it wrong. Like, the whole way of being able to just, like, drop Goliaths everywhere is really fun. I don't know why. I guess it's OP, that's why. Ooh, someone responded. To my SCPL thread, he said, oh, never mind, I get it. But yeah, that was kind of fun. I'm glad I played that game. I'm glad I had a break, though, and came back, because earlier on I was so angry. Like, I was unbelievably angry with that guy. I thought for sure I'd screwed it up. I was just, oh... my god, that was a pain. I'm gonna be right back super quickly, just because I want to go and get a drink. And, yeah, I'll be back soon, guys. Cheers for tuning in. I am back. Thank you. If you were watching that game, that was kind of fun. I am just gonna do quite possibly the most British thing imaginable. I don't know if it's actually on my camera, but as you can see, I've got a nice cup of tea here. Here's a biscuit. I'm gonna dunk it, because that's what you do here. That's good. Okay. Let's play some ladder. Mukbang. I don't know anyone, so it's kind of hard to do a mukbang. Well, I do know people, but there's not enough room in my flat. Like, you can see from my vision, well, the camera vision, there's like absolutely no room in here for like more than one person. My stepbrother came over this morning and we watched some anime and stuff, and I only have one chair, so like we swap between the bed and the chair, because basically if you lay on the bed too long watching the TV, because the TV's in a weird place, your back starts to hurt. You have to kind of swap over. I really need to buy another chair or something, I don't know. Maybe that would help. I should get like a fold-up chair. One that I can just put away, and then that'd be gravy, I guess. Right, okay. We're going into a game. Let's see who our opponent is. Constantinople. Right, okay. Let's open up my build list. Side.
I read you. Roger that. I read you.
Every game was destination. That's cool though. I don't mind that. I was already on the right build.
Not enough
SCV good
minerals.
to go, sir.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Okay. Let's take a big deep breath. Just to get ready for the game. I feel a bit more pumped up now.
SCV good to go, sir.
And let's see what we can do.
SCV good to go, sir. Yes, sir. Orders, Captain. Orders received. Orders, Captain. Right away, sir. Orders, Captain.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
I read
Not
you.
enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir.
What the hell? There was like a weird flash above my head.
Additional
That was strange.
supply depots required.
I read you. Orders received.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir. Report for duty.
Not enough minerals.
Yes, sir.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir. Yes, sir. Orders, Captain. Orders, Captain. Affirmative. Right away, sir. Orders received. SCV good to go, sir. Affirmative. Roger that. I read you. Orders, Captain. Orders received.
Your forces
Yes,
are
sir.
under attack.
SCV good to go, sir. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Job's finished. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Orders, Captain. Yes, sir. Roger that. Orders, Captain. Reporting for duty. Affirmative. Orders
Insufficient
received.
phosphine gas.
Standing by.
Reporting for duty. I read you. Reporting for duty. Job's finished. I read you. Roger that.
Give me something to shoot. Go, go, go.
SCV good to go, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Roger that.
forces are under attack.
Orders, Captain. Orders received. Job finished. Yes, sir. Affirmative. SCV good to go, sir.
Give me something to shoot.
I read you.
Jacked up and good to go. Outstanding.
I read you. Roger that. Orders, Captain.
Bring it on.
I read you.
Yeah?
Jacked up and good to go.
I read you, sir. Something on your mind?
Reporting for duty. Roger that.
Something on your mind? What do you want?
SCV good to go, sir.
I read you, sir.
Job
Add-on
finished.
complete.
Reporting for duty.
What do you want? No problem.
SCV good to go,
I'm
sir.
going. I dig. I dig. Yeah, I'm going.
Orders, Captain.
Your forces are under attack.
Oh, is that it? No problem. What do you want? Oh, is that it?
SCV good to go,
Yeah?
sir.
What do you want? What do you want?
Give me something to shoot.
Job
I
finished.
read you, sir. I dig. Oh,
Job
is that
finished.
it?
Good to go, sir. Roger that.
Yeah? Yeah, I'm going. No problem. I read
Research
you,
complete.
sir. I dig.
Unacceptable
I read
mining
you.
zone.
Orders received.
Something on your mind? I dig. Oh, is that it? I dig. Oh, is that it?
SCV good to go, sir.
Yeah, I'm going. What do you want? Yeah? Yeah, I'm going. What do you want? Ready to roll out. Identify target. Something on your mind? No problem. Yes, sir. What do you want?
Reporting for duty. Affirmative. Roger that. SCV good to go, sir. Right away, sir. Orders, Captain. Reporting for duty.
Additional supply depots
Something's in the way.
required.
Orders, Captain. I can't build there. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. SCV good to go, sir. Can't build it. Something's in the way.
Yeah? Yes, sir. No problem. Yeah, I'm going. Orders, sir.
Additional
I
supply
read you. I
depots
can't build
required.
there.
Jacked up
Yes,
and good
sir.
to go.
Orders, Captain. Right away, sir. Yes, sir. Orders received. SCV good to go, sir.
Research complete.
Affirmative.
Something on your mind? Yeah? Something on your
finished.
mind? No problem. Oh, is that it? What do you want? Something on your mind? Orders, sir. Absolutely. What do you want?
Yes, sir.
Additional supply depots
Can't
required.
build it.
Yeah.
Something's in the way. I read you. Job orders, Captain. Orders received. Roger that. SCV good to go, sir. Reporting for duty. I can't build there. Orders, Captain. Right away, sir.
All right,
Yes,
bring
sir.
it on.
Right away, sir.
All
Job
right, bring it on.
finished. SCV good to go,
I
sir.
read you, sir. Something on your mind? Destination?
SCV good to go, sir.
Sir. Destination?
Additional supply depots required. Complete.
Reporting for duty. I can't build there.
Additional supply depots required.
All right, bring it
Reporting
on.
for duty. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Your forces are
Something
under
on your
attack.
mind? Yeah, I'm going. Yeah? Destination? Move it. I read you, sir. Identify target.
Add-on complete.
Bring it on.
Complete.
Move it.
Job finished.
Orders, sir. Something on your mind? I read you, sir. Ready to roll out. Orders, sir.
Job finished. Reporting for duty. sir.
Not enough is required.
I read you, sir. Yeah, I'm going.
Give me something to shoot.
Identify target. All right.
Additional supply depots
I
required.
read you. Right away,
What
sir.
do you want?
Your forces
Something
are
on your
under
mind?
attack.
What do you want? Oh, is that it? No problem. Ready
Not
to
enough
roll
additional
out.
supply depots
Something on your
required.
mind?
Your forces are under attack.
SCV good to go,
Additional
sir.
supply depots required.
Yeah? I dig. Oh, is that it? Yeah, I'm going. No
Your forces
problem.
are under attack.
Yeah, I'm going.
SCV good to go, sir.
No problem. Oh, is that it? Yeah, I'm going.
Reporting for duty.
Something on your mind?
SCV good to go, sir.
Oh, is that it? Yeah, I'm going. I dig. Ready to roll out. Is that it?
Not enough minerals. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required.
I read you.
Additional supply depots required.
Yes, sir. Destination. Yeah. What do you want?
Additional supply depots required.
SCV good to go,
What do
sir.
you want? Yes, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Sir.
Job's finished.
Yes, sir. What do you want? Yes, sir. Ready to roll
Additional
out.
supply depots required.
Reporting for duty.
Additional supply depots required.
Orders received. Affirmative. Job's finished. Orders received.
Identify target.
Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Roger that. I read you. Reporting for duty.
Identify target. Destination. I read you, sir. Orders, sir. Yes, sir. Something on your mind? Yes, sir. No problem. Destination. Something on your mind? Yeah.
Your forces are under attack.
What do
Complete.
you want? Orders, sir. Is that it? Yes,
Job
sir.
finished.
Proceeding.
Job's finished.
Absolutely. Something on your
Countdown
mind?
complete.
Job's finished. Job's finished.
Yes, sir.
Not enough energy.
All right. Bring it on. Identify target. All right. Bring it on. Identify
Base is
target.
under attack.
Orders, sir. Oh, is that it? Destination. Identify target. Destination. What do you want? I read you, sir. Ready to roll
Your
out.
forces are under
All
attack.
right. Bring it on. Destination. I read you, sir. Yeah. Identify target. I dig. Destination. What do you want? Yeah, I'm
SCV good to
going.
go, sir.
Yes, sir. Identify target. Yeah, I'm going. No problem. Oh, is that it? Orders, sir. What do you want? Identify target.
Job's finished.
Ready to roll out. Orders, sir. Delighted to, sir. Something on your mind? No problem. Destination? Delighted to, sir.
Not enough
Good to go,
energy.
sir.
Identify target. Yeah? Oh, is that it?
Orders, Captain. Orders received.
Orders, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah? Something on your mind? Yes, sir. Proceeding. What do you want? Ready to roll out. Moving.
Additional supply depots required. Your forces are under attack.
Your mind?
Additional supply depots required.
Reporting for duty. Orders, Captain.
Orders, sir. No problem.
Additional supply depots required.
Okay, that didn't go too badly. Oh my god, Tez here. The man who keeps cannoning me and it keeps tilting me a lot. If he had cannons. God damn it. Oh, you and your cannons are so annoying. Okay, I gotta find out who this guy they're talking about is. They said his whole channel is bits of him chugging beer and liquor. Who is it? Oh, it's some guy on YouTube apparently. Looks like a Chinese guy living in Russia or something. Or like a ethnic... There's like an Eastern Asian ethnic Russian group, but I can't remember what they're called. Not Eastern. Yeah, Eastern. Eastern Russian. I think it's like Southeast Russia. Okay. Take a few sips of tea. They're arguing about Savior on Discord. I am staying out of that. That's like when someone brings up the idea of politics or something. I've had some. I'm doing some interviews with the team captains for SCPL, and some of the answers I've got so far are really good. I can't wait to post them up. Oh, I got the same guy again. Let's see if he goes Nexus first again, because I think opening Mines first against Nexus first seems to be the
Yes, sir.
way to go.
Roger that. Orders, Captain?
It's nice we're on turn rate 24.
Minerals.
SCV good to
Not
go,
enough
sir.
minerals.
Oh, I can't read that. Wait, hold on.
Not enough minerals.
Oh, Tesagi. New. Okay, I can't read that. I need to really. I know it says Tesagi, but wait. Umon John? No. Okay, whatever. Me trying to translate that. All I know is this says Tesagi.
Right away, sir.
That's all I really need to know. He's complaining.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Wait. I don't know what this word is. I know that's Tesagi though. Wait, I think it is. No, it's not. It's not Tesagi. God damn it. Maybe it is. I don't know. Let's stop worrying about it for now.
Orders, Captain? Job's finished. Roger that. Orders, Captain? SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir. Reporting for duty. I read you.
Not enough minerals. Not enough
SCV
minerals.
good to go, sir. Reporting for duty. Affirmative. Reporting for duty. Affirmative. SCV good to go, sir. I read you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Orders, Captain. Job's finished. Reporting for duty. SCV good to go, sir. Orders
Base is under
received.
attack.
Affirmative. I read you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Job finished. Yes, sir. Orders received. Yes, sir. Orders, Captain. Right away, sir. Affirmative. Orders received. Orders received. SCV good to go, sir. Right away, sir. Yes, sir.
Not enough minerals.
Job finished. I read you. Roger that. Reporting for duty. Affirmative.
He's pointing out that back way this time. Ah, there could be a proxy up here.
Reporting for duty. Affirmative. Orders received. Affirmative. Roger that.
1K2.
Your forces are under attack.
I read you. Reporting for duty. Roger that. Reporting for duty. Orders, Captain. Job's finished. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Commander, go, go, go.
SCV good to go, sir.
He's not gone Nexus first, so I'm gonna build tanks.
Give me something to shoot.
SCV good to go, sir.
Add-on complete.
Sir. Affirmative. Orders received. I read you.
Whoops. I'm not running off gas.
Go, sir. Orders
Well,
received.
and I need to build that anyway.
Orders, Captain. Orders
I'm
received.
not going to be able to scout him now.
I read you.
Unacceptable incidents. Insufficient phosphine gas. Insufficient phosphine gas.
Ready to roll out. Identify target.
Orders, Captain. SCV good
Not
to go,
enough
sir.
minerals.
I read you. Roger that. Right away, sir. Orders received. Right away, sir.
Insufficient phosphine gas.
Orders, Captain. Roger that. Affirmative.
Your forces are under attack.
Roger that.
Bring it on.
For duty. SCV good to go, sir.
Yeah. I dig. Orders, sir. Proceed.
Insufficient phosphine gas.
SCV good to go, sir.
Let's move.
Something on your mind? Yeah, I'm going.
Research complete.
Proceeding.
Inaccessible has intercepted.
Destination? Proceeding. Absolutely. Yeah?
Yes, sir. Reporting for duty.
Yeah? Orders, sir.
Orders, Captain.
Ready to roll
I
out.
can't feel job finished.
Standing by.
SCV good to go,
Insufficient
sir.
phosphine
Reporting
gas.
for duty. Reporting for duty. Right away, sir. Affirmative. Roger that.
Yes,
Can't
sir.
feel orders, Captain. in the way.
Something on your mind? Orders, sir. What do you want?
Yes, sir.
Orders, sir. I'll read you, sir. I dig. No problem. Yeah, I'm going.
Unaccessible
SCV good to go, sir.
Ready to roll out.
Orders, Captain.
Identify target.
Research complete.
Yes, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Yeah? All right, bring it on. Oh, is that it? Orders, sir.
SCV good to go,
Yeah?
sir.
No problem. Oh, is that it?
Your
Ready to
forces
roll
are
out.
under attack.
Orders, sir.
Orders, Captain.
All right, bring it on.
Affirmative.
Identify target. What do you want? Oh, is that it?
Standing by.
SCV good to go, sir. Orders received. Orders, Captain. I read you. I can't feel orders received. I read you. Roger that.
Additional supply depots required.
Job finished. SCV good to go,
Additional
sir.
supply depots required.
Something on your mind? No problem.
SCV good to go, sir. Job finished.
I'll read you, sir.
Additional supply depots required.
Orders, Captain.
Yeah?
Yes,
Ready
sir.
to roll
Additional
out.
supply depots required. Your forces are under attack. Insufficient phosphine
Something on
gas.
your mind?
I read you.
Insufficient phosphine gas.
Reporting for duty. Yes, sir. Roger that. Orders received. Yes, sir. SCV good to go, sir. Yes, job finished.
Something on your mind?
supply depots required.
Yes, sir.
SCV good to go, sir. Job finished. Job
Something on your
finished.
mind? What do you want? No problem. I did.
Insufficient Vespine
Orders,
gas.
Captain? I read you. Reporting for duty.
Identify
Job
target.
finished. SCV good to go, sir.
Something on your mind? Yeah, I'm going. What do you want? Yeah? No problem.
Add-on
SCV
complete.
good to go, sir. Job finished. Reporting for duty. Orders received. Job permanent. Orders
Upgrade
received.
complete.
Bring
Job
it on.
finished.
Yeah? Oh, is that it?
Orders, Captain? Orders received.
I read you, sir. Oh, is that it? I dig. Yeah? Yeah? No problem. Ready to roll out. Oh, is that it?
Not enough minerals. Your forces are under attack.
Target. I dig.
Add-on complete. Add-on complete.
I read you.
Yes, sir. Destination.
Yes, sir. Orders received.
Destination.
Your
What do you
forces are
want?
under attack.
Yes, sir.
SCV good to go,
Something
sir.
on your mind?
Not enough
I read you,
minerals.
sir.
Reporting for duty.
Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir. I read you.
Yes, sir. Something on your mind? What do you want? Orders, sir.
Orders, Captain?
Something on your mind? Yes, sir. Absolutely. All right, bring it on.
SCV good to go, sir.
Is that it? Yeah, I'm going. Yeah? I read you, sir. Yeah, I'm going. What do you want? I dig. Destination?
Additional supply depots required.
Reporting for duty. Orders received. I can't build that. Orders, Captain? Yes, sir. Roger that.
Yes, sir. All right, bring it on.
Additional supply
Destination?
depots required.
Something on your mind? Yes, sir. Move it. What do you want? Oh, is that it? I dig. Orders, what do you want? Ready to roll out.
I read you.
Additional supply depots
I
required.
read you. Job finished. Yes, sir. Reporting for duty. I read you.
Not
What do
enough
you
forces are
want?
under attack.
Yes, sir. Orders, Captain?
What do you want? Yes, sir. I read you. Orders, sir. Destination?
SCV good to go, sir.
What do you want? No problem. Yes, sir. Destination, sir. Yes, sir.
Job
Delighted to, sir.
Not enough energy.
Ready to roll out.
Reporting for duty. Yes, sir. Reporting for duty.
Identify target.
Job finished.
Delighted to, yes, sir. Orders, sir.
Your forces
Identify
are under
target.
attack.
SCV good to go, sir.
Delighted to, sir. I read you, sir.
Job finished.
Identify target. Destination. Identify target. What do you want? Orders, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Yeah, I'm going. Yeah? Something on your mind?
Orders,
All
Captain?
right, bring it on.
Reporting for duty. Yes, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Delighted to, sir. What do you want? All right, bring it on.
Job finished.
I read you, sir. Destination?
Upgrade
Proceed.
complete.
Absolutely. Ready to roll
Your
out.
forces are under attack.
I read you.
Good to go, sir.
Your forces
Ready
are
to
under
roll
attack.
out.
Reporting for duty.
Something on your mind? No problem.
SCV good to go,
I'll
sir.
read you, sir. Oh, is that it? All right, bring it on. Oh, is that it? No problem. What do you want? Something on your mind? Yeah, I'm going. I dig.
Your forces are under attack.
Something on your mind? I dig. Ready to roll out. Delighted to, sir. I'll
SCV
read
good to
you,
go, sir.
Yeah, I'm going.
Your forces are under attack.
Yeah, I'm going. No problem.
Not enough energy.
Yes, sir. What do you want? I dig. Identify what do you want? Delighted to, sir.
I read you. Orders, Captain.
Your forces are
Ready
under
to
attack.
roll out.
Reporting for duty. Orders received.
Something on your mind? Yes, sir. Move it. Something on your mind?
Not
Something on your
enough
mind?
energy.
What do you want?
Your forces are under
All
attack.
right. Bring it on. Proceeding. Delighted to, sir. I'll reach you, sir. Destination. Proceeding. Delighted to, sir.
Orders, Captain. I can't build there.
Something on your
Add-on
mind?
complete.
Ready to roll out. Orders, sir. Yes, sir. Orders, what do you want?
SCV good to go, sir.
Your
Yes, sir.
forces are under attack.
Something on your mind?
Yes, sir. Orders received. Right away, sir.
Identify target. Orders,
Job
sir.
finished.
Proceeding. Identify target. I'll read you,
Job
sir.
finished.
Destination. Move it. Destination. All right. Bring it
SCV
on,
good to go,
target.
sir.
I'll read you, sir. Orders, sir. Delighted to, sir. Yeah, I'm going. Ready to roll out.
SCV good to go, sir. Orders, Captain. I can't build there.
Yep. That wasn't too bad. Yeah, I could have actually pushed to the back, but I decided to go for the bridges instead, just in case. I didn't, just in case of what, I don't really know, but yeah, that didn't go so badly. I don't know what rank that guy is, but yeah, it wasn't too bad. I've just beat him twice in a row, so I can't complain. I'm gonna look at that game just to see what I could have done better, because I may have been able to kill him a lot sooner. But yeah, I'm quite happy with how I played there. I know I got supply blocked a couple of times, so that's something that I need to deal with. Okay, that video I just watched is very weird. I don't want to watch that again. It was a really quick video about something going on. Okay. By the way, Serio, I don't know if you're actually... What does that say? I'm going to consult my notebook where I've been writing down the Hangul. I've not put enough effort into it, so I've not learned everything. And it's gone. I can't see it. Damn it. I don't think I've learned that many Hangul yet. There's a few there that I don't recognize. Oh well, whatever. I need to go back to it, but I keep putting, well, I've been having a shitty time recently, so I've been putting everything off pretty much. Funny gamers here, what the hell? I'm just reading back, okay, let's check this. The last game he opened Nexus first, so I opened with mines instead of tanks. Just because I've seen in all the Pro League ones I've been watching recently, I sort of had a long hard look at what was going on, and I noticed that Fantasy would always open Mine Expand against Nexus first, because going tanks is kind of pointless. And Mine Expand, you can kind of do some crazy shit, so... But my factory was on time here, my CC was a little bit late. I scouted there was no Nexus first, that was the main thing I was checking for. And because there was no Nexus first, I went into Machine Shop straight away. One problem I did have early game was I didn't put my guys in gas nearly early enough. I thought I did, but I kind of misclicked. I sent another SUV just so I could see what was going on, because I actually didn't know at this point. Like, for all I knew, he was doing something, but it was 4 minutes and he got an Nexus, so I know I was pretty safe now, which is the main thing. So I added a second factory before Starport. If I started to feel if I, with the youth build, I think it's better to go 2 fact first before dropship. But this game I decided not to go for either, because I just wanted to be safe. And if they're going like Reaver, I think it's worth it. Now this is kind of funny. This is a weird place that SUV can get stuck when you're building a turret, but I needed the turret just to help out. Now he delayed my expansion a bit here, because he did the destination thing, but he did lose a couple of Dragoons to that, so... He's reinforcing... I'm not getting mines when I could have done. Oh no, I was building a factory, okay. So I've already got mines, that'll be why. I didn't start speed early enough though. I had enough money for speed and didn't build it. Also, I could have even built a command center at this point because I had too much money. Now my plan here, because I killed him before with vultures, was to try and do as much harass as I could do. And it kind of worked out. I mean, I saw him mining out this back base, so I knew he'd be taking this, so I just went a little bit too early. So he didn't have any probes there, so that was a bit of a mistake. But I did block off this base. I think I blocked off this, but I may have used... Oh no, I used all my vultures, mines. But what am I doing? So I've got 3 factories, 4 on the way. I've been supply blocked quite a bit here. That's a pretty big mistake, but I did build a factory in the meantime. I think I'll build the armory at some point, but I needed more depots being built. I started to build a load here when I didn't really need to, but my unit production hasn't been terrible. I've got up to 5 factories now. I need to build tanks. I missed out on a tank worth of production there. My academy was, well, my scans were really late, so I didn't really know what was going on. Now, I should have tried to mine these Dragoons, but I decided to go for probes, so that was a bit of a mistake. I did get some probe damage done, and I forced a forge, a second one, and some cannons, and trapped one of his probes, so that's better than nothing. I start lane mines in the middle of the map. How's my production going? I get the feeling my SUV count's low. Maybe it's not low, but I have been supply blocked. I think where I've got supply blocked so many times, I've sort of lost track of what I'm doing. I should have been building a command center at this point as well, because I had the map control, and I knew with all these mines that he wasn't leaving his base. Now the one benefit I had of killing him with vultures before is he was very nervous about moving out on the map, and that was a huge advantage for me because it allowed me to take this position here. Now this was a pretty insane attack I did. It was before +1 attack, but I knew I should have a decent sized army compared to his. Where did I scan? I scanned up ahead to see how much defense he had. Yeah, so I'm building off of 5 factories still. Do I have my third base coming up? Yes, I do. I think I... Wait, did I cancel it? Or something? Oh no, that was the previous game. I needed to expand. My money's getting high where I'm not spending it. But I'm focusing on... focus firing down these Dragoons. This was a pretty insane fight for me. But it was just before +1. If I'd have had +1 earlier, I could have won that fight like 100%, but I pushed in a little bit too early, I guess. There was a DT there, that didn't help. But yeah, I killed most of his army. This allowed me to get, this allowed me to get my vultures in his main. I was killing more probes. And I think at this point I decided to just attack, because I know he doesn't have anything. I expand, which is good. I should have double expanded as well, because I mean I've got map control still, so I got more vultures back here if I use the mines. Okay, I've used the mines on those ones. He barely has any probes left. He's got barely any army units, and this is when I win the game, so... I should have been maybe producing 3 tanks at this point. Do I have 2-1 coming? Yes I do. Do I have EMP? No, I could get EMP now just in case. And vessels, just to be sure. Because I mean, he had DTs at one point, and I was worried about those, but... Yeah, maybe need a couple of Goliaths as well, and I didn't get range yet. I've had the money too, so I need to make sure I do that. I built my 4th command center. I'm not actually mining off of here because of that DT. That was a mistake. But I won without that, so... And then he left. So, it's like, okay. So the main points to take out of that, my usage of vultures was pretty good. I could have mined a little bit more than I did, but I gave myself the confidence because I'd laid mines all over the middle of the map. Like, if you look around 5 minutes 38, I guess it was. Maybe a little bit longer. I'm really bad at telling when things happen in games. Yeah, so at 10 minutes, right, I had vision over the front of his base entirely, so I knew that I was free to take this base. The only thing I did miss out on was the DT. But this is one thing I've noticed. I was looking back at some... Well, when I've been tilting, I've noticed in my games I've not been mining the middle of the map enough. And what happens is I lose my confidence, because I can't tell where his army's going to be. But because I know his army isn't here, and I know it's not here either because of this mine, I know that I can send units up here to attack this base. And that's something I only realized probably about an hour ago, maybe a little bit longer, because I've been really, really badly tilting the past few days. Qikz doing 5 facts, 3rd account. It's Dragon Broodmore. I made one from Twitch survey. Wow, how the hell have you made 1,250 bits from surveys? How do you even do the surveys? Because I've never seen any of that stuff. Okay. Let's queue for another game. Looking up my replay means I didn't get to play... Well, I don't play that guy again. And I kind of don't want to ruin it for him. What the? Apparently, I actually got into the Turbo League. I don't know how, that's not possible. Oh wait, that might be Sarah. No, because Sarah's in the top one. Oops. Okay, weird split. I wasn't paying attention.
SCV good to go, sir. Orders
Not enough
received.
minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough
So apparently I got into BSL, I didn't realize. Because I'm fairly certain Sarah made it to the main one. Maybe not. Oh, I don't know. Thing is, Zero knew who my account was, so... The Unzerg doesn't want Sparkle, apparently. Wait, this is,
Orders, Captain?
Jade. I need to go build a wall.
SCV good to go, sir. Orders received.
Actually,
Roger that. I can't build there. Orders
I
received.
won't wall off here. I'll wall off with the barracks at a factory. Although my factory is going to be late, so
SCV good to go,
this
sir.
could be a problem. But we'll soon find out.
SCV good to go,
Additional
sir.
supply depots required.
You know what? I'm going to open proper 111 here.
Right away, sir. Affirmative.
Not enough minerals.
Roger that.
Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir. Orders received. Affirmative. Orders, Captain?
Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. SCV good to go, sir. Reporting for duty. Right away, sir. Job's finished.
Not enough
Reporting for
minerals.
duty. Orders, Captain? Affirmative. I read you. Job's finished. I read you. Roger that. Reporting for duty. SCV good to go, sir. I read you. Orders received. Job's finished. Reporting for duty. Affirmative.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Orders received.
Not enough minerals.
SCV good to
Not
go,
enough
sir.
minerals.
I read you. Roger that.
Not enough minerals.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
Not enough
Right away,
minerals.
sir. Orders received. Affirmative. Right away, sir. Orders, Captain? Reporting for duty. Roger that. Reporting for duty.
You want a piece of me, boy? Let's move.
Reporting for duty. I read you. Right away, sir. Reporting for duty.
Your forces are under
Yes,
attack.
sir. Orders, Captain? Orders, Captain?
You want a piece of me, boy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Roger that. SCV good to go, sir. Reporting for duty.
Commander, outstanding.
Reporting for duty. Roger that. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Yes, sir. Orders received. Yes, sir. Finished. Reporting for
piece of
duty.
me, boy?
Right away, sir. Yes, sir. Orders, Captain. Orders received.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Right away, sir. Orders received.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Jacked up and good to go.
SCV good to go, sir. Reporting for duty. Orders
Not
received.
enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir.
Give me something to shoot. Let's move. Outstanding. Go, go, go.
Job's finished. SCV good to go, sir. Affirmative. Job orders, Captain.
Not enough minerals.
Job's finished.
Not enough minerals. Not enough
sir. Job finished.
Reporting in. Transmit coordinates. Attack formation.
Reporting for duty. Roger
Go
that.
ahead, Commander. Vector locked in. Coordinates received. Vector locked in. Reporting in. Roger. Vector locked in.
I read you. Right
Your
away,
forces
sir.
are under attack.
Vector locked in.
SCV good to go, sir.
Vector locked in.
Job
Roger.
finished.
Standing by.
I read you.
Reporting in. Roger.
Add-on
Good to go,
complete.
sir.
Coordinates received. Vector locked in. Coordinates
Your
received.
forces are under attack.
Go ahead,
Job
Commander.
finished. Orders, Captain.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
SCV good to go, sir.
Vector locked in. Roger. Vector locked in. Roger. Vector locked in. Roger. Attack formation. Standing by.
Your forces are under attack.
I read you.
Not
Affirmative.
enough minerals.
Wraith awaiting launch orders. Attack formation. Standing by.
Reporting for duty.
Awaiting launch
Affirmative.
orders.
Right away, sir.
Not enough minerals.
Reporting in. Coordinates received.
I read you.
Give me some of this shield. Transmit coordinates. Vector locked in.
SCV good to go, sir.
Roger. Coordinates received. Vector locked in. Roger. Attack formation. You want a piece of me, boy?
SCV good to go, sir.
Attack formation.
Orders, Captain. Affirmative. Roger that.
Transmit coordinates. Coordinates received. Attack formation. Vector locked in.
Your forces are under attack.
SCV good to go, sir.
Roger. Vector locked in. Roger. Vector locked in. Coordinates received. Roger. Vector locked
Job
in.
finished.
Research complete.
Vector locked in. Roger. Coordinates received.
Job finished.
Vector locked in. Attack formation.
Job finished.
Vector locked in. Roger. Vector locked in.
Reporting for duty.
Go ahead,
Job
Commander.
finished.
Attack formation. Roger. Attack formation. Vector locked in.
SCV good to go, sir.
Roger.
Yes, sir. Roger that.
Give me some of this shield.
Reporting for duty. SCV good to go, sir. Right away, sir. Yes, sir.
Transmit coordinates. You want a piece of me, boy? Reporting
SCV
in.
good to go, sir.
Unacceptable landing zone.
Standing by.
SCV good to go, sir.
Standing by. Jacked up and good to go. Waiting launch orders. Attack formation.
I read you. I'm finished. Reporting for duty. SCV good to go, sir. Something's in the way. I read you. Reporting for duty.
Add-on complete.
Orders received. SCV good to go, sir. Affirmative. Job finished.
Where does it hurt?
Orders, Captain. I can't build there.
State the
Job
nature of
finished.
medical emergency.
Standing by. Piece of me, boy.
Reporting for duty.
Research complete.
Orders, Captain. Affirmative.
Add-on complete. Not enough minerals.
Job finished.
Add-on complete.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Insufficient Vespene gas.
I can't build
Go
there.
ahead, Commander. Transmit coordinates. Coordinates received. Vector locked in.
Job finished. SCV good to go, sir.
Standing by.
Yes, sir. I can't build there. Finished. Right away, sir.
Standing
I read you.
Transmit coordinates.
Yes, sir.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Reporting for duty.
Standing by.
Not enough minerals.
Vector
Your forces are under attack.
Good to go, sir.
formation. Vector locked in. You want a piece of me, boy? Vector locked in. Explorer reporting.
Your forces are under attack. Add-on complete.
Attack formation. Coordinates received. Vector locked in.
Yes, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Rock and roll.
Right away.
Give me some tissue. Standing by.
Base is under attack.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Did someone page me?
Reporting for duty. Orders, Captain. Yes, sir.
Piece of me, boy.
SCV good to go, sir.
Standing by.
Ready to roll out.
Coordinates received. Vector locked in. Coordinates received. Roger. Coordinates
SCV
received.
good to go, sir. Job's finished.
Attack formation.
Job's finished.
Roger.
Your forces are under attack.
Give me some of this shoot.
Research complete.
Orders, Captain.
Insufficient phosphine gas.
Reporting for duty. Roger
Ready
that.
to roll out.
Go ahead, Commander. Attack formation.
SCV
Orders,
good to go,
sir.
sir.
Move it.
Orders, Captain.
You want a piece of me, boy? Standing by.
SCV good to go, sir.
Attack formation. Standing by.
SCV good to go,
Attack
sir.
formation.
Insufficient phosphine gas.
Attack formation. Coordinates received.
Reporting for duty.
State the nature of your medical emergency.
Ready to roll out.
Reporting for duty.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Reporting for duty. SCV good to go, sir.
Standing by.
State the nature of your medical emergency.
Explorer reporting. Give me some of this shoot. Standing by. Good to go. Transmit orders.
Insufficient phosphine gas.
Orders, sir.
Give me some of this shoot.
Need medical attention? Did someone page me? State the nature of your medical emergency.
Orders, Captain. Roger that. Orders received.
You want a piece of me, boy? Explorer reporting.
I read you. Job reporting for duty.
All right.
Right
Bring
away,
it
sir.
on.
SCV good to go, sir.
Upgrade complete.
Give me some of this shoot. Give me some of this shoot. Commander.
State the nature of your medical emergency. State the nature of your medical emergency.
Yes, sir. Move it.
Upgrade complete.
Greetings, Command. Commander. Go, go, go. Jacked up and good to go. Give me some of this shoot.
Captain ready.
Affirmative, sir.
That was a very weird game. You went ultras on one base, or two base. I did a decent amount of damage with my 2-port Wraith though, and I'm gonna be honest, that is probably the first time I've ever won off the back of 2-port Wraith. So I'm really, really happy with that game. Oh man, that felt actually really nice. Okay. You know what? It's getting quite late. It's midnight now. I want to go back to doing a little bit of coding on my system ready for 2 weeks' time, because that's when STPL is going to officially start. I posted up the thread today, so please go have a look at it. Hopefully you like the look of the maps and everything. It's going to go on for about 8 weeks or so. Then there's going to be a couple of weeks break, and then there'll be another 8 weeks of StarCraft coming up. So hopefully all the teams are happy. I'm hoping to do a Clash for Char again soon as well. I've just not really felt in the right headset, like the frame of mind or anything. Mindset is what I wanted to say. But I feel that I'm getting better again, so that's good. Like, not so much in the game. I feel like I'm getting better as like in myself, which is nice. I've had a bit of a weird time recently, and it's not great, but it feels nice to feel like you're finally getting out of a hole you're stuck in. Okay, what I'm gonna do is, because I see that Scan is doing something, I'm not sure what he's doing because I can't read his stream title, but I'm going to host up TT1 because he is a fellow Foreign Brood War community member, the Discord, so please do go check it out. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night all.